Yeah, it sure was. It was great to get on the ice. I mean, it always is at this time of year, but I think for me personally, just to get out with a lot of players that I've watched on video or watched from the other bench, and it was a good day. Good day one.
What did you want to accomplish on day one?
Set the tone a little bit. Get some good reps in. We got some teaching in with a few video sessions. Obviously, you work on it in practice, what you're showing that day. I thought the pace was pretty good. Emphasized some compete in certain parts but also some teaching with our D-zone coverage in the second practice. And that was a good day.
You can't accomplish everything in
No.
one day.
We're not trying to.
No, but you can kind of set the tone for what you want to do, right?
Yeah, and I thought that was, our group came prepared. I've ran similar practices, and I think the conditioning level of our players is in a good spot right now. So that was good to see, really good. They're prepared, and just get ready for day two.
What players maybe stood out for you just on day one?
Yeah, I'm not going to point out certain guys that played well or not. I thought, one young guy that I hadn't seen was our first-round pick, Carter, from last year. I thought he looked good today. Paired him with Shabby. Sometimes you wonder if if it's going to be too much. I thought he looked good. I thought a lot of guys look good. But anytime you start mentioning names, you usually leave someone out.
In terms of evaluating the players today, how much can you take away from a first day like this one?
Not a lot. I'm not going to over-evaluate it, to be honest. Some guys are more nervous. Even guys that have played in the league are a little bit nervous. New team, new coach. Thinking about getting through practice a little bit, knowing that it's probably going to be hard. But we're always evaluating and watching players, and but obviously it's a combination of watching individuals and installing certain team characteristics that you want.
These first few days, a little bit of a feeling out period almost for both of you to see maybe what you're looking to get, how they're responding, and just how even like training camp can be long, and it's figuring out that balance.
I wouldn't call it a feeling out period. We're getting after it. We're going to be very direct with our group as far as what we're looking for, but they're obviously I don't know them as players on the ice, so there's that part of it, and getting to know them, their mannerisms. So I can see why you'd ask that. But I think every training camp has a little bit different life of its own. Obviously, next year would be different than this year. They'd know more what to expect, and I'd know the players a lot more as well.
Like doing your lines and pairings at the beginning of camp, understanding, not written in stone, probably not even in pencil going forward, but I would imagine there's some sort of thought process behind who you have with who.
A little bit. You could probably figure it out on your own just looking at them. I can't, not every line has rhyme or reason, but I wanted to give certain guys certain looks. I wanted to obviously get Timmy and Brady together early. I want Josh and Pinto in the middle. I got Gregor in the middle as well. But these lines could change drastically. Even on our D pairs, you can see that nothing was set or really looking for. I'm not too worried about the line combos for the first 3 days of training camp. I more want to balance the teams out a little bit because we're going to have a couple scrimmages as we go.
You have an update on Marilanen? He obviously couldn't skate it.
Yeah, he's going to be tweaked his groin. I don't expect him to be too long.
It's a good feeling to see a guy like Josh Norris out there. You weren't here with him before, but just what he's gone through.
Great to see him out there, quite honestly. He's gone through a lot. He looks great out there today. I thought, first time being on the ice, he can really move, and he didn't look like he was shying away. So that's a good thing. And anytime you go through something like that as a player, I think just getting through day one is always, you're looking to get through it, wondering how you're going to feel, and from just short conversations with the trainers, everything seems fine.
is it to still have someone like Jacques Martin around the
Great.
team as an advisor? He's came in last year, tried to teach the guys some things you've been preaching since you were hired. So,
He's great to work with. Got a lot of respect for Jacques. Obviously, coached a long time. I think it's a great thing to have an advisor like that in that role. I had that with Doug Jarvis in Vancouver, and there's a lot of smart hockey people out there, and Jacques is one of them. And I've gotten to know him a little better over the last month or so, and I'm real happy that he's here in that role.
Maybe just on that, what's it been like to now work with Alfie a bit and being around him, and just what's that been like so far?
Great. Yeah, he's all in. He's a coach, not a player now. So he's been just like everyone else on the staff. I'm really excited about our staff. And not just as a coach, but a person. He's I think personality-wise, I like him. I think that's important that you mesh well, and he's been superb.
Josh, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How did it feel today?
Good. Nice to be out there and officially start the season, and I feel good.
Good summer of training for you?
Yeah, good summer of training. Long summer of training. Obviously, had a lot of time to train, so I feel good.
Was it a good feeling to be back out there?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, much better position than I was last year, so I'm happy about that, and just excited to get things going.
Did you do anything different this summer after what you went through last year and just how things started out for you?
I mean, not really. I think rehab's always pretty similar. Surgery was a little bit different, so obviously some of the rehab was a little bit different, but for the most part, just take a lot of time to recover and make sure you're giving it 100% in the gym and in rehab, with your sleep, with your food, with everything. I think that's the one thing that it's definitely. Obviously it's happened a few times now, and just want to make sure you're doing everything possible you can to give yourself the best chance to be on the ice and do your job.
Did you change then anything diet-wise or nutrition-wise?
Yeah, always ate pretty healthy, but just taking out all processed foods and stuff like that, and just eating whole foods, not putting any junk into your body. I know you like junk food, Gord. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, I've definitely taken that a lot more serious, and I feel good.
When did you start feeling back closer to 100%?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's a tough question. I've felt good for a long time now, and like I said, I'm happy to be 100% and ready to go for camp.
Lots of changes in the offseason to the hockey club here. Is there a tangible sense of excitement in the air here based on what you saw throughout the summer months?
Yeah, I think for sure. A lot of the guys that we've brought in are great additions, and really good players and really good people, and I think they mesh well with our group, and a lot of experience, guys that have won a cup, and obviously Oli won a Vezina, and just guys that have done it at the highest level possible. So we're fortunate to have those guys, and looking forward to building more chemistry.
There's a lot of guys who kind of came in early. Just seems almost there's a bit of a different vibe. Do you get that sense that this team just has sort of a different goal and mentality all around?
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously it's been a tough go for a long time here, and I think we're all sick of it, and I know for sure the fans are sick of it, and they deserve a lot better, and I think we're ready to take that step, and like I said, guys are just done with what's happened here, and the past is the past. I don't want to talk about it. We got a great group here, and we're excited.
What was your sense of seeing Brady back here after obviously watching what his brother did, and then news this week?
Wait, sorry, what was the first part of that?
Just, what was your sense of Brady just being back here in the room, after watching what his brother accomplished, and then this week, of course, becoming a dad too?
Yeah, obviously, pretty cool for him, and an exciting few days for sure, and props to him for being here. I know it was a crazy last few days for him and his wife Emma, and baby's really cute for sure. And yeah, he actually texted me. My phone was broken the day that the baby was born, and he's like, "What's going on? Like, why aren't you texting me back?" And I forgot to tell him that my phone was broke. But yeah, I'm happy for him. And obviously with his brother this summer, that was pretty cool. And he talked a bit about that. And you know, I think he was a little sick of being around it after a few days for sure too. But yeah, good learning experience for him, I think.
For you personally, do you come into this with set goals in mind, and not that you have to share, but, or do you just go, I'd say day by day?
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head, day by day. No, I think I've obviously had a rough go the last few years, and definitely not what I've had envisioned. And I think when you don't have your health, you don't have a whole ton. So just be fortunate for your health, and you know, like you said, take it day by day, and just be grateful.
What was it like to train in the off-season with Jake back in Michigan?
Yeah, it was good. It was exciting. I think he was there last summer a little bit too. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen him, but he kind of looks like the Hulk. He's pretty shredded right now. So he had a great summer, and expecting a big year from him.
Were you guys kind of pushing each other in the gym, on the ice? Was that kind of...
More so on the ice. I don't really think I can push him in the gym. He's a freak. So yeah, no, he's ready to go.
Is that the skates with like the Hughes brothers?
Yeah.
And there, so like what? Like apparently, Josie went out this summer. It seems like it should be a popular space. For guys
Yeah, it was
to go.
good. I wasn't there when he came. I was already in Ottawa at that time, but yeah, I skated with him for a couple months, and it's you know, one of the best summer skates you can get. I think obviously I'm going to be biased, but a lot of really good players out there, and you know, it's not just another summer skate. Guys take it serious and want to get better, and I think that's why those guys are so good. And you know, Mr. Hughes, Jimmy, runs the skates and does a phenomenal job. So yeah, it's a great setup there.
So much was made of Travis Green training camps, so thoughts after day one?
Yeah, it was great. First skate was hard for sure. I think everyone was kind of in the same boat. Just, you know, put your head down and work today. And you know, that's kind of the message for the entire camp. Just get your feet going and get acclimated, because, you know, we want to play fast and be a hard-working team. So for day one, I thought it was good.
A little different from a year ago at this time. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, it's definitely good to be back for the first skate of training camp, and yeah, it just feels like a normal year, and I'm just happy to be here.
Is there an air of confidence going into this for you in particular?
Yeah, definitely. I think you know, obviously last year there was a lot of distraction and a lot of adversity I had to go through, but I think it made me stronger. And coming into this year, you know, I had a good summer, not many distractions, and you know, I feel pretty good out there, so I'm excited for it.
What do you learn a little bit from last year? And I mean, just you had that's only really the second half, but
Yeah.
did you prepare differently this summer coming in?
Yeah, definitely. I think I skated a bit more just because I only played 41 games, so I felt like I needed to skate a little bit more. But other than that, same training. Try to pace myself the best I can to kind of be ready for training camp. I knew it was going to be hard, but yeah, kind of the same. Just skate a little bit more. That's about it.
What was day one with a Travis Green training camp like?
No, it was good. It was definitely hard, but you know, we got to get ready for the season here. You know, we've had slow starts, so I think this training camp is important for us to get ready. And but it was a good first day. It wasn't too bad.
You trained a little bit out east with some special players.
Yeah.
How was that for you, Shane?
Yeah, that was probably my favorite part of the summer. Just to learn from, you know, obviously Bath has been with them a few years now, but just to kind of learn some things from Nate and Sid. You know, they're two of some of the best players in the world. So just to learn some little things and see how they work every day, you know, on the ice. It's definitely something I'm going to try to bring into my game and hopefully just continue to grow from it.
What were maybe some of the things, like just being on the ice with those guys, like that maybe improved your own game? That, like, was it little details like here and there? Like what were those things for you?
I just think it's their competitiveness. I think it's a summer skate, but they're going like Game 7. It's the Stanley Cup. So now I think every skate I go out there, I try to work as hard as I can and try to kind of do what they were doing. And but yeah, I think it's just their compete every day. It's no matter what the skate is, they're always competing. So I think that's the main thing I
Were you
learned.
on the winning team most of the time?
It depends. I don't know. If Sid was on my team, he won most of the time. So it went back and forth, but I don't really remember too much.
I know Sid was a big reason why you got into hockey in the
Yeah.
first place. So like, were you stuttering talking about? Were you able to?
Uh,
How was it?
I mean, I was a little starstruck the first meeting when we were working out. He just came up to me. I was pretty shocked, but after a while, I just realized he's just a normal guy. Obviously, he's done so much for the game of hockey, but off the ice, he's just a good, genuine guy, and it was just great to meet him and great to get to know him a little bit.
When you see that kind of commitment, Shane, how does that maybe help you?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think, Sid's won everything. Even Nathan, I think he's won a lot in this league, and it just shows you every summer they're hungry. I think, we've done nothing in this league yet as a team, and I think it just shows that we have to work harder and just be more committed each summer to come back ready to go. So if those guys are doing it, we definitely have to do it. So.
How did Josh look out there today, and how much were you in touch with him over the summer?
Yeah, it's good to see Josh out there. I mean, just to see the smile on his face. Obviously, one of my good buddies. We've been through a couple tough years here and there together, so it's just good to see him out here. It's been a tough last year for him, and it's just good to see him out there and just enjoying the game again. And I'm just excited to see what he does this year. I know he's going to have a good year for us.